Okay guys, so I gotta talk in a little lower voice because my family is already in bed. But as you guys could see, we took the tape off the canopy. The cockpit, a lot better than what I expected. I was expecting a lot of overspray inside, but it wasn't that bad. I don't know if the camera is gonna be able to tell, but there's a little bit of fogging on the top glass right here. I don't know if it's residue from the tape, okay, or what, but I'm gonna hit it up with a little bit of polishing compound. What else? Yeah, that's it. Okay, the decals, awesome decals. Okay, they're Cartograph. We all know Cartograph makes great decals, but to give you an example, the only bad thing and the only complaint I have, well, one of the few complaints I have about this kit when it comes to the decals is that the color that they did them on, they just disappear when you apply them because it's the same gray that the aircraft is painted. So to give you an example of what they look like, okay, this rocket pod has two decals on them. You can see them right there, a little bit of silvering, but you can't tell that they're there. They virtually disappear once you apply them. That was the only bummer about it, because I hate applying decals, and these decals were perfect, and you can't see them, so it's my luck with decals, you know. Okay guys, so we got the model done, and as you guys could see, what can I say, I got it done before the meeting, which that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to take to my IPMS meeting, and there's a reason for that. Not because I want to show off my model. No. It was because if you're watching the video for the first time on my channel for the first time, if you go back, my very first model that I built was the Apache helicopter, the Academy Apache helicopter. So that was 5 or 6 years ago when I got into scale modeling, and I brought that helicopter to my IPMS meeting, and they looked at it, they just shook their head and they said, "Don't worry man, we'll get you there." And they did. They meant that in a good way. They're not river counters or anything like that. I actually love that group. I've learned a lot from that group. But I had to give credit to YouTube, okay? I will say 80% of the time I learn stuff from YouTube. The new techniques, as the hobby develops, I learn stuff from YouTube, from different forums, you know, and I'm very thankful for that, and it reflects on your models. You know, they ask, "Hey, how did you do that?" And you just explain that to them, and that's what the hobby is all about, is sharing the techniques. So to me, this was a special build, like I said, and you know, something that's gonna go on my shelf. There's a lot of flaws. You know, when you look at a model on a video, it's a total different thing than when you look at it in person, okay? And if you are watching this in person, you will find a lot of flaws. One of the biggest one is this canopy. But a person who shall remain nameless walked into my living room, and she makes crafts. She sprayed a flat coat onto her little photo frame that she was making, and didn't notice that my model was sitting on the table on the side. So long story short, the canopy fucked up and it was all foggy, and I was like, what am I gonna do? So I took a little Q-tip and I dipped it on Future, and I put it on the canopy. It did clear up a little bit, but unfortunately I think the overspray also went into the cockpit, and if I wanted to fix this, I will have to take the canopy off and redip it, and I'm not gonna do that. This is just a shelf. This is a model that I built for myself. It's not gonna go to any contest, but hopefully you guys like it. I'm gonna have a slide show at the end, and for the weathering, let me take this off. I gotta be really careful. I don't know if you guys noticed, but this little antenna right here, this little guy, I've broken that like 30 times, and and there's another piece there that I couldn't find. But for the weathering, excuse me, I used Camo makes washes for this. I used the deep gray and mixed in with blue black, and he gave me this brown, almost like raw umber kind of wash, which was very, very odd. And but fortunately for me, I wanted to copy the weathering that it's on the box art. I'm sorry. And yeah, it came out the way I wanted it. As far as the weathering, it was done in a rush. I should have taken more time doing it, but I wanted to get it done before the meeting, like I said, and also before my vacation. And I need my camera for my vacation. I'm going to San Francisco, California, so I wanted to go there and enjoy my camera. So far I've used it for videos, not for photography, and I can't wait to do that. So that's why I rushed it. That's why it came out the way it did. I think if I would have taken a little bit more time, it would have looked a little more realistic. But again, I'm not trying to make any excuses. I knew this was going to be a shelf model, and I wasn't too worried about it. I'm going to be taking pictures of this. I'm going to be putting a slideshow at the end. So with that said, guys, thank you very much for your support. And as always, my name is Louis, and I'll see you guys on my next build.